Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. A couple things before we get started off. First of all, happy Monday. I know it's the beginning of the work week for a lot of people, myself included, and I still have at least 2 weeks, if not 3, let's double check, 2 weeks of mandatory overtime, and I believe I have to work this Saturday as well. So that's not going to be super fun, but it is what it is. Hopefully it doesn't get extended, but I might still continue to work the 10s just because I got paid on Friday during one of the snow days, and the checks, it was big. It was big enough for me to keep going. But the thing that I really want to bring up, I made a statement at the beginning of the championship series of 2025 that I would not be competing. And I thought I wasn't. Now, I'm not changing my mind due to the fact that working 50-hour weeks is giving me a nice pay bump, which is great. What really changed my mind is the last North American regional tournament before internationals was announced. And because it was announced, it finally gave me a venue to compete at. That's right. At the end of May, Portland, Oregon, where I live, got the regional back. So I will be competing in the Portland Regional at the end of May. Am I going to succeed? I have no idea. What regulation's going to be in? It's going to be an I. I don't know what's going to be an I. Maybe they'll remove the paradox mods. Maybe they'll go back to what we did in H. I don't know what I is going to look like. I have no idea. But the fact of the matter is, I have 3 months, probably 2 months, 2.5 months. I'm just going to give myself 3 months. So at the end of May, I have a regional tournament and I have to prepare for it. So this series is going to drastically change because now my mindset is in fact that I will now have to prepare for what possibly could be the best regional that I can compete at. I want to win, or at least past day one. It's going to be interesting. My buddy JT is not coming with me. I did talk to him about it, and he's going to pass. Apparently, he has not been able to hit Master Ball the last 2 months and has drastically just dropped the game, which is totally fine. My man's planning on getting married. He popped the question. She said yes. So his priorities have completely changed to get that set up. He's been working really, really hard. And when I do get to talk to him, I'm hearing all good things. So I can't be mad. I'm hoping for the best for him. But as for my journey, we've got a lot of work to do. So with that being said, I want to introduce you to a slight change of the team of what we're going to be looking at for the rest of the week. Now, this team might be what I take into the regional. We will give this team the biggest rundown as we possibly can. Now, I know I don't have any fire coverage, so grass types are going to be able to run rampant. Steel types are also going to be able to run rampant. Now, I know that I mentioned grass, even though I have Tornadus and I have Chi and Pow, but that doesn't mean anything when I have Rapid Strike Urshifu. It's coming back over to the team. If I have Rapid Strike Urshifu, it ain't going to do nothing to grass types. It just can't. Ogerpon's gonna be able to take it down. Rillaboom's gonna be able to take it down. Heck, even Raging Bolts are gonna be able to wipe it off the map. The legend that I will be playing for the next 2 weeks is going to be Calyrex, but I'm planning on bringing in someone like Kyogre. Kyogre is probably going to be like the best option for me, which is why I don't have any fire types, and I want to use Kyogre in the Portland Regional. Now, again, I don't know what I is going to be like, but I am using this strategy as best as I possibly can. Opening up with Tornadus Kyogre allows me to turn 1 Bleak Wind Storms, or even just a turn 1 Origin Pulses right off the bat. It's an immaculate set. It's not going to be reflective of the Kyogre set that I was originally going to be planning for, but right now I do not have enough materials to swap it over, but by the weekend I will have more than enough. I mean, like the following weekend, because I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now. So the following weekend is going to be dedicated to just farming what I need so that I can start updating these teams more frequently. And I know that because I've told myself this is what's going to happen, and I'm going to follow through with that. I've started my to-do note or lists again, so we are actually really, really good. We're almost like as best as we can possibly do, because I've been hitting it for like the last 3 or 4 days, gotten almost everything done on the list. The only thing I have not done is actually not even on this game. This team spent Saturday working on it, spent most of today, which is Sunday, working on it. And when you guys see this on Monday, hopefully the fruits of my labor has paid off. But we now have 3 people that can't protect and 3 people who can. So I will be playing quite a bit of a price with that, and I will still have to deal with Pokemon that have to deal with Trick Room, right? All of my Pokemon are incredibly fast. There's not a whole lot that I can do once Trick Room is active, right? It's just something I'm going to have to power through and do the best that I can. Now, the Pokemon I might be choosing over, let's organize this a little bit. The Pokemon that I will be choosing over if I have to switch anything is probably looking about like, I don't want Golden Go. We might go something like this or something like that. Yeah, because I have my Fire, Water, Grass Core, but then these three are going to be up there. And again, Ogerpon's going to be changed from Fire to Water. That way you can get a boost of Kyogre. But I will be playing around with this team quite a bit just to make it that it's the most feasible thing that I possibly can make it so that it can help me succeed in the Portland Regional at the end of May. Like I said, I was not planning on competing at all 2025, but if I start now and start preparing my team, working things out and see what I can do with it, then maybe. But again, this series is going to be very different from here on out because now I am preparing for a regional and I have to get into that mindset. So the legend might change, but the rest of the core mons, I don't think they're going to be changing that much. And if they do, there's going to be a huge reason why. So as for today's video, we're going to continue with this D6. We're going to do our 5. And when we come back at the end, I'll have a little bit more details for you. For now, I've taken up way too much of your guys' time and I'm just going to go straight to it and wish me luck. We're in Ultra Ball. So let's get to Master Ball, shall we? Okay, we've got Shadow Rider Calyrex, Whimsicott, Rillaboom, Urshifu. Wow, can't speak today. Rillaboom, Roaring Moon, not Rillaboom. He's already in the team. And Fire Ogerpon. Okay, let's get into mindset here. Let's start hammering what we can and cannot do. So we will have a little bit of issues with Whimsicott, but I think if we go this way, we'll be fine. Because we need to be able to outspeed Calyrex. I don't think that they'll be out turn 1, but if they are, that's totally fine. We can also suspect the bait if that makes sense. Bring in our own Calyrex because now we can do a lot of damage. And we'll bring in Chien-Pao so that way we can counter Rillaboom, Whimsicott. Not as an Urshifu, but we can do damage to Urshifu, but to Roaring Moon. That's it. That's the 4th Pokemon. For the team that we have now, there's a good chance that we can counter or at least set up momentum for us to be really, really good. So it's Calyrex and Whimsicott. Okay. I'm going to set the Tailwind. And I'm going to go straight for the Terra Water Surgeon Strikes into Calyrex. Because if they taunt here, they set themselves up for failure. Because I still outspeed Calyrex, so it doesn't really matter. Unless they're Scarred, which is unlikely. Because everyone wants to go like Life Orb or Focus Sash. But at this point in time, I don't think it matters. Terra, this is probably going to go to Calyrex. It does. Fairy. Water. Ooh, nice counter. Very nice counter. Tailwind, so they did something else. Either that or I'm faster. Okay. Surging Strikes. There's the 1. There's the 2. There's the 3. Less than half. That's a barrage. Do not get hit any KOs. Urshifu, you're supposed to live that. When I say there should not be any KOs, that's not an invite for you just to prove me wrong, okay? You should have been able to live that, and it's Life Orb. Gotcha. Alright. But now, we're bringing out my own Calyrex, which has a speed tie. Now let's do that. See what happens. See what happens. Encore on the Whimsicott. Okay. I'm okay with swapping out from him. It's totally fine. Astral Barrage. If I'm faster. Or I won the 50-50. In either case, that is a double KO. Specs, baby. +2. You're donezo. Absolutely donezo. Oh no, Tailwind, what am I going to do? Sacrificing my Covert Cloak just so that I have like that as the ability. Pretty good. Hit Ogre Pond. Fix the mold. Let's swap to Chien Pao. And go for the Astral Barrage again. I can't do anything else. This Urshifu might be faster, but I can't protect in front of it. I could swap it out, but then I lose my buffs. We both use Tailwind on the same turn, so it's yeah. Astral Barrage, I go first. This should be another double. Oh, Urshifu lives with 1 HP because of Sash. A poor little Ogre Pond goes down. Okay, Grimnay. You can take down my horse, or I'm okay. I'm absolutely okay. As a matter of fact, my horse did the job. You're down to 1 Pokemon. And unfortunately, we both have 1 more turn of Tailwind left. Yep. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do that. Yep. Game's over. Whew. I wonder if that Urshifu, I mean, it did a lot of damage, but a lot of the times it's going to be able to one-shot Shadow Rider like that, so it's not that far-fetched. But it's not choiced because it lived through Focus Sash. It did a ton. Absolutely did a ton. I think it's probably Adamant instead of... No, because mine's Adamant. Yeah, I'm not sure what else they could have done. Since it's Sash, they didn't get a boost. So, interesting. Okay, so I'm a little late recording, but that's okay. We have Shadow Rider Calyrex, Mienshao. That's going to be interesting. Urshifu, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Clefairy. So this one, I do have to be very, very careful of Mienshao. So I think the best combination I have is Fluttermane and Tornadus. If Mienshao comes out first, then I can obviously take it down with single target moves and then set up with like Tailwind and get that out of the way. If they do anything else, I should be able to do quite a bit of damage. I just can't allow Mienshao to stay on the field for the majority of the game. It has to be taken down first and foremost. I just realized I have 2 ghosts in my team, so that's really, really interesting. Now, my Calyrex does have Train Kiss, and it also has, since it's spec'd, it's not going to have any buffs, but it's Terra Ghost, so that I can get a boost in Astral Barrage. If I need to be able to just use it turn 1 to get that huge boost, that's what it was for. With Whimsicott next to it, it gave it a 1-time or 1.5 boost on top of that. Now, I know in the intro, I never went through my entire team. We saw the most of it, so which is why I didn't break anything down. The Calyrex Shadow Rider is a 252 set for special attack and speed, being timid so that I can do what I needed to do. Okay, as 1. Okay, Intimidate's gonna hit. Doesn't really do anything to these 2. I now outspeed. Well, I'm gonna outspeed anyway, but here comes the Fake Out from Incineroar. You know what? Just to cover my bases. They are gonna. Okay. Are you gonna go fairy, ghost? Probably fairy. Yeah. It's not super effective with neutral. Anything I do is neutral right now. Attack, so fake out doesn't hurt me. It's not a bad thing to do. Absolutely not. That'll help. Takes it down by half. Astral Barrage. That's nothing to Tornadus. It is going to get a super effective on Fluttermane, but that doesn't matter. Grimnay boost. We'll do my Calyrex. Because it's going to take them now a turn to set up for Calyrex because they have to swap, which is going to give me an opportunity to do some major damage. But after that, I will have to make it swap. Let's go ahead and Tailwind, Terra Ghost into Astral Barrage. Now, fake or knockoff is a real thing, so I'm probably going to lose my Calyrex here, but if I don't, I'm still set up. Because Tornadus is going to be able to do a lot. It protects on the Calyrex, which means Astral Barrage should become a single target move, which means this Incineroar is going to be hit for a lot. But it is still resisted. Still a lot. Parting shot. A -1 is gonna hurt. But here comes me and Chow. Yep. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is interesting. Yeah. Checked on Tornadus, swap to Urshifu. Maybe swapping to Urshifu last game or last turn should have been the not switching, but pushing out Urshifu should have been the thing. Protect. There's the wild card. Urshifu is going to go down there. There's no way that it doesn't. That's a plus. It was a +1. Now it's a +2. Okay, let's see if wide card comes out again. It probably will. Yep, there it is. Unfortunately, this is going to be a loss. Not having a single target move on Tornadus really botched it. Tornadus is going to live with 1 health. Wrote down in my notes, look for a single target move for Tornadus. Left with one, they have a wide guard user. That is really, really good. Might be something that I need to write down too. It's GU, I think. Okay, it is. For some reason, I always forget how to spell guard. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, we've got Tyranitar, Excadrill, Female Entity, Shadow Rider, Calyrex, Fluttermane, and Rillaboom. Tyranitar is probably going to be the biggest issue that I have. There's no real way for me to avoid the weather. I can't change it. I certainly can't turn it off, so I'm kind of stuck there. However, there are things that I can do. I also don't have a fire type that can deal with them too. Interesting. Let's pop up with these two, Calyrex and Qianhao. Now I know that my team is mostly of special attackers, so Intimidate isn't really going to hurt me too much. But I do need to eliminate certain Pokemon so that I can actually use things that I need to. Thankfully, since we got rid of Covert Cloak on Tornadus, we actually get 2 dedicated turns of him. So if they have to double into that slot for Tornadus to go down, which is unlikely. Oh, well, that also changes it because... Excadrill, if it's sand, if he's in sand, he gets his speed gets doubled. I don't remember the ability. Let's just go ahead and do this. Terra. You know what? Let's get rid of T-Tar. T-Tar is probably more of a problem than anything else. Excadrill is still an issue, but it's not like he can really KO anyone specifically. T-Tar has Rock Slide, and I think Excadrill could learn that, but it's not a stab move. So I don't know. Terra is probably going to go to T-Tar to make him flying. Yep. A flying T-Tar. Tailwind because I want to go fast. Gotta go fast. Freaking strikes. There's the 1. It's not enough to get the KO. There's the 2. There's the 3. There's the Rock Slide. It's not a stab. Terra Blast. This is gonna go right into Urshifu. It's not a KO. It's really, really close though. Blue Clone Storm, and I will take down Excadrill. This is probably the Sash target. 1, 2. Hit 2 times. Liquid hits. Takes down T-Tar. I'm not sure what that Excadrill set was. I would assume it's mostly based off speed. It could also done more with attack, but I think in most categories that Rock Slide should have KO'd Tornadus if they were built super attack oriented. So they're probably bulky, if I had to guess. Okay. Alright. I have 2 turns of Tailwind. I'm going to protect here. And Surging Strikes straight into Entity, because Entity is going to redirect me anyway. There it is. So I might as well just do as much damage as I can onto the entity, because Surging Strikes is going to come in. It's going to take it down to half, if not less than half. There's one. There's the two. There's the... Wow, super close. I'm sacrificing Urshifu here to get myself a play. Expanding Force. Okay. Urshifu goes down. Entity also might go down here due to the sand. Yay, Grimnay boost. Life Orb, okay. Buff by sand. Buff by sand. Oh, just barely living with 1 HP. Okay, now comes my Calyrex. Let's go ahead and just do Bleakwind Storm and Astral Barrage. Up in hand. Yeah, it doesn't affect the entity, but I am faster. And this move hits 100% of the time. So helping hand that turn actually doesn't help you at all. And the game is mine. I had to sacrifice a crucial piece, but you know what? I gained the war. The entire match is mine. That was a good game. Reflections, quickly. I think T-Tar was their downfall, sitting out those two. If they would have just left it anywhere else, it probably would have been fine. I think they were expecting me to open up with Calyrex, which is probably why they opened that way, and then realized very quickly that that was not what I was going to do. As a matter of fact, Calyrex is my checkmate Pokemon, so it usually should come out last. Kind of like Fluttermane, but Fluttermane right now has its metaphorical wings clipped. It's based on speed and be able to get a speed boost when it comes out on the field, and then that's it. It's just doing chip damage for the Mega Boss that's in the back. And the Mega Boss is realistically set just to kind of decimate the field, and that's their job. Realistically, that's their job. Okay, we have Hisuian Samurott, Tornadus, Rillaboom, Gardevoir, Hisuian Zoroark, and Giratina. I'm interested. I want to know what you're cooking. Absolutely. I absolutely do. Let's do Tornadus Fluttermane. I don't really have a counter to Gardevoir, which is unfortunate. I think going in with the kind of the same-ish team that we went last match is the best. But instead of going in with Urshifu first, we go with Fluttermane first. That way, if we have to deal with Hisuian Zoroark, we can. But if it is Hisuian Samurott, then we might have issues. It's weird because like they're going to be weak against fairy attacks unless it's Hisuian Zoroark, which then negates all of that because they're ghost normal. So they're not going to be weak against fairy. They're going to be neutral to it. But I think it's going to... Okay. Okay. That's Zoroark. 100%. 100%. That's Zoroark. They're not going to send out their big bad turn 1 right in front of a Fluttermane. There's no reason for them to. I'm going to Tailwind off. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam that side of the field. Not going to Terra in case that is, in fact, Giratina. Then I don't take a whole lot of damage. But I will take some Tornadus Retreats. Out comes Samurott. Ooh. That's really Giratina. No. Terra Fire. Okay, it's going to take less damage. That's the real thing, guys. That's the real Giratina. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. The Samurott's going to really hate it. Unless that's... Oh, that's... Oh. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. It's not... No, I can't say that I knew it because it tricked me. It absolutely tricked me. But you know what? I called it the first time and second guessed myself. That's what I'll say. I called it the first time, but second guessed myself. Out comes Calyrex. Honestly, I should have known better. Because Giratina, I think, has an ability that activates right away. But I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments down below. Come on, come on, come on. I saw Tailwind. Right now, I do genuinely outspeed. Because I spent that turn setting up. Astral Barrage. Terra Ghost with the specs. That's a 2-hit KO. Saving Tornadus for later was a good idea for them. Sacrificing Samurott turn 1, I think was the worst idea. But I understand why they waited until now. Because now they can set up Tailwind the following turn, but outside of priority moves, they don't really have anything. Here comes the real Giratina and Tornadus. What kind of balls are they? Ghost Dragon, flying. You know what? I'm just gonna do that and Astral Barrage. Protect on Tornadus, that's not bad. Did you go for the double? You did through the double. Okay. Not bad for the double. Now, if I do switch Tornadus from a from 2 spread moves to 1 single target, 1 spread, I don't know what that move would be. There's a possibility. Let's check the board state real quick. I have 1 more turn of Tailwind left. So let's protect here, and I'll go ahead and Astral Barrage. They already used their Terra, so they're kind of messed up here. No priority moves out of Tornadus. Interesting. It's a double. +2 specs Terra Ghost Battle Rider is really, really hard to deal with, especially when you have someone like Tornadus that sets up Tailwind beforehand. Like I said, checkmate. That's what, at least to me, Shadow Rider Calyrex is specifically that. It's going to be the main boss that comes out, hopefully with a faster speed tier than my opponent. And if it's not, obviously I got reverse checkmate, but this is my raid boss. This is the guy that they are going to have to try to beat that does not come out turn 1. Cannot. Absolutely cannot come out turn 1. If he does, dunzo. Okay, we have Shadow Rider Calyrex, Fluttermane, Farigiraf, Regieleki, Landorus, Therian, that's cool, and Whimsicott. Oh, okay, so let's go these 2, then to you and you. Hopefully, I have Farigiraf taken down before Calyrex is thrown up on the field. And if Farigiraf is on the field, I can swap it to something else. Like Furgraph can't really do a ton of damage to Calyrex. I can't do a lot of damage to it, but I can still do Draining Kiss. I have Shadow Ball, which is cool. I forgot that I had set that. I was thinking that to myself, I need a single target move for when that stuff happens, and Shadow Ball would have been perfect. I have Shadow Ball for that specific reason, but I forgot that I put it on Calyrex. I forgot. All right. Whimsicott and Calyrex versus Tornadus and Urshifu. Okay, let's go ahead and get Tailwind started off. And Surging Strikes into Calyrex. Notice I didn't Terra. I'm saving my Terra for the following turn, because I don't know what's going to happen here, but I do already know that I outspeed. Okay. Not bad. Changing the weather lowers my attack. But now I definitely outspeed. Surging Strikes. So it's a good thing I saved my Terra. Absolutely good. Castle Barrage. Does not get the KO. How interesting. That's how I want to do with it. Protected on Tornadus saves him from this turn and moves on to the next turn. They're going to activate Tailwind, so their Tailwind's now one turn later. But I still outspeed this Calyrex. So they're going to get a +1, but nothing else. Now this Calyrex is not built in attack. It's built in bulk and speed. You can tell for how much damage that it didn't do to either one of my Pokemon. Didn't drop down to Sash, and didn't take down Urshifu, which realistically should have been how it was before. Alright, let's bring out my own Calyrex. I see Wind, Terra, Astral Barrage. Now, if they're timid speed, it is going to be a 50-50. My hope is that they're not as fast. But I'm okay with 50-50s. I can't really be judged because I lost a coin flip. My last regional, like a lot of my matches, like I lost due to a coin flip, and I can't be mad at those. I can be mad at like, okay, this happened, but anything else, not so much. Absolutely not so much. I win the 50. There you go. This is not gonna get the double. Oh, it is. Okay. They had light screen up, so I wasn't sure, but yeah. Yeah, no, we're good. The only other Pokemon I have to worry about is Regieleki, actually. Regieleki is a Pokemon, because they have speed, right? They have Tailwind. Watermain. And Regieleki. Okay. Speed was heightened. Let's protect here. Should I sweep? Swap? Yes, I'm gonna swap. This is the best way that I can win. They left their fastest Pokemon in the back for a reason. And since we both have Tailwind, I have to let theirs run out. And I have to sacrifice Tornadus the next turn. Watermain's gonna get the Terra. Yep. Fairy. Yep. Okay. So Chien-Pao is going to take a beating, if at all. We'll see. I was really hoping that Chien-Pao would have been able to live both. In my mind, they would have lasted both. Unfortunately, they did not. So unfortunately, the game is over for me because my Tailwind's gone. I have to spend the next turn using Tailwind. And I don't have Protect on Calyrex. If this was not Spect, maybe. This would have been my game. But maybe I'll win. Perhaps. I doubt it, but perhaps. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. Nope, there's the Shadow Ball. That's a one hit. Protecting there would have gotten me the win. But I would have protected the turn prior and would have just allowed this to happen. But the swap out needed to happen regardless because I needed to get Calyrex out there for Chien-Pao to eat a hit. I wasn't expecting it to go down. I was really, really hoping that I would have survived both of them because essentially I'm resistant to ghost attacks, at least I think, and Electro Web wouldn't have done so much. I think Fluttermane was based on special attack? No, because the Sun Boost was speed. So let me double check Chien-Pao real quick, since we're clearly at the end of the video now. Yeah, I take half damage from Ghosts, and it dropping down to low yellows, almost red, a lot. Absolutely a lot. And that, ladies and gents, of Pokefans like, is going to be the end of today's video. 30 battles in, we're 15 in 15. And our mark is just up there. If we would have won that last fight, we would be in Master Ball with a 16-14 win, but we just couldn't do it. They left their faster Pokemon in the back, which was really, really hard for me to counter after that. It did make me rethink whether or not that we should have specs on Calyrex for Protect, but again, raid boss. It's supposed to be like that, and I could have brought in Urshifu. I think I did bring in Urshifu. Yes, I did bring in Urshifu. Whimsicott said no due to the weather, but I could also have brought in Chien-Pao after Urshifu went down, just to kind of knock out their Calyrex with a Sucker Punch, and that would have done it and would have made it easier for me to take down Whimsicott because they set up Light Screen after that. So it's not like I couldn't have any opportunities. I just didn't utilize my Pokemon enough to where I made the best choice. So instead of maybe bringing out the raid boss after someone gets KO'd, I need to bring them out at the very end so that I have a way to counter everything that's on the field prior. So that I don't, open up with Calyrex thinking, oh, well, this is what you'll have to deal with. And then good matches overall, though. I think we went 2-3, I think. I mean, I can clearly see like 15 wins, 15 losses, right? It's like, this is it. I don't know what we sat in, but I don't think we did half bad. We did outspeed, so can't be mad about that. But I do hope to do better in like the rest of the 2 weeks that we're doing this. And I'm hoping to have a better understanding of what my counters are for the mirror matches for Calyrexes. So hopefully you'll join me in that, and we learn a ton about the one broken horse that we do have access to. I can grab Ice Rider, but I don't really want to right now. It's on my brother's game and I don't really want to do that. He can hold on to it for now. As for me, I think it is going to be the end. So let's go ahead and roll out the outro, and I'll see you guys later. For now though, since it is the end of the video, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys made it up to this point, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's the best way to support me as a creator and what I do. Watch the videos all the way through, and if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, and hitting the subscribe button. All of those are completely free, and that's the best way that I want to run this channel. So if you guys want to do that, awesome. If you guys don't want to, then you don't have to, but it does support everything that I'm trying to do. And if you do all of those things, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you next time.